Girl, Morgan done exposed the random guy from Atlanta, and we are all here for it, okay? So listen, this is Morgan, and the baby is named Gigi, right? She was, a couple of years ago, she was 21 years old. She's only 23 now, and she got caught up with some damn near 30-year-old guy, man-child. And today, I think she exposed to everybody who exactly he is. Now, I'm going to show you that in a few, and I'm going to play the rest of Morgan's videos exposing this random man from Atlanta at the end of this video, so don't go anywhere, okay? But I really want to, let's start with the most recent video Morgan has posted where she shows us a Cash App. And we go digging from there, okay? Please don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and follow me on my other social media platform. I'm Jovi Beauty. I'm Jovi Beauty on all platforms. Let's go.
Good morning, y'all. I have time today, so there's nothing that I hate worse than a liar, so let me shut this down real fast. Lovely man, he posted today that he sent me $16,000, so let's get into that. Okay. First off, he forgot to tell you guys is that when he left to Atlanta to go move in with his girlfriend, he totally took my Cash App card with him. Believe me, here's the receipts of him literally saying every single time, about to use the card, 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 after he was sending me money. So literally none of that money has went to Gianna. But I love that he tried it, but here's the receipt. There's nothing that I hate worse than a liar besides a bad liar. Like, literally what? It's giving delusional.
Y'all see that name right? I ain't miss it. Jaquan, Sanks. Okay, so I got nosy and went to looking, and what I found is amazing. Shout out to the Google, because I found his Facebook, okay? Columbus, Georgia. Hello, ain't too many of them. Same age, same everything. He want to be a football star. That's probably why he was hanging around her college, okay? Look, then I found his Instagram. Child, y'all see that thumbnail? That thumbnail done took me to an article, child, where he out here helping this old white lady from falling. Child, you can't make this shit up. I am 99.99% positive, okay, that we have found him, okay, Jaquan, who works as a recruiter for college athletes. Like, everything lines up. So now I'm gonna end this video by playing her videos so y'all can see the foolishness of this man and why I am so happy he is exposed. This trash ass random man from Atlanta is going to get his just desserts. This is what you get for abandoning your children. Corny. Can we say corny? Corny! Stupid men.
Here's kind of the story time of how I got dumped and became a single mom at 23. So basically, I was living... It's not fun, by the way. So I was living in Georgia with her dad. We had like our own life, our own apartment, our own everything, obviously. When I got pregnant, I was like, okay, having kids gonna be hard because my parents live in Michigan. So he was like, okay, let's just move up to Michigan. You can have help with your parents, whatever, da-da-da-da. We mutually agreed to come to Michigan, right? So we moved to Michigan together. He gets like super depressed. I get super depressed because obviously like I'm towards the end of the pregnancy. I'm big as fuck. I just was not thriving. I wasn't happy at all. Like I left my job. I left my apartment. I left all my friends in Georgia. So anyways, we move up here. We just were not clicking. We were not getting along. He was being so mean to me. Like seriously, just so mean. Like that's all that I can say. So finally, my birthday's on Valentine's Day. So 4 days before my birthday, he was like, yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow. And I can't explain it. But anyways, long story short, he's like, I'm leaving. I'm like, okay, whatever, like, go. He's like, tell me if you want to be in a relationship, because if not, like, I'm leaving. And I was like, no, go, like, whatever the fuck. I didn't really, a bitch did not think he was gonna leave, okay? In the morning, he packed everything up and he left. He literally just, like, kissed Gianna and was just like, yeah, I'm not doing this. He didn't take his clothes. He didn't take his shoes. He didn't take, like, anything. He didn't take his kid. He didn't take me. And he just, like, hopped on the road and drove back to Georgia. And then this was 4 days before my 23rd birthday, so I was 22. Finally, Valentine's Day rolls around, which is my birthday, 4 days after he ditched me. I found out he moved in with his ex. And they have a kid. Well, he has 6 kids. Yeah, we haven't seen him since. So it's just us now. We're just vibing together. I love her. If you guys see him, he's somewhere in Atlanta, so just let me know. Tell him he forgot his kid. Part 2 on how I became a single mom at 22, or no, yeah, I was 22, oh my god, so yeah. So you guys know how he left. He went back to Georgia. He moved in with his ex-girlfriend, whatever. But let's backtrack to the day that he left. And I'm going to make her a bottle while we're doing this because she's about to go to sleep. Say I'm about to go to sleep because it's 7:30 and that's my bedtime. But yeah, so he left. He left all his shit. Like I said, he left his whole life behind. His clothes, his shoes. He left his kid. He left me. I thought we were like gonna get married or whatever, but I think that when I got like pregnant, I became unattracted to him. And then I ended up like having to take some time off towards the end of my pregnancy. So I like wasn't making any money or anything, so I was like useless to him at that point, I guess. I don't really know. And then I had an emergency C-section, so when I had that emergency C-section, I know he didn't like my body. So hence why I feel like he was depressed, because I just went from being like happy, silly, little old me to, I don't know, I was just like so sad and depressed. But I was like getting there. I was like slowly like getting my life back together and back on track, and coming out of postpartum. So I was a month postpartum, and she was 30 days old when he decided to leave. He literally just basically got on the phone with his mom, and she was just telling him, like, I think you're still hung up on your ex. I think this is why you and Morgan won't work out, and da-da-da-da-da. And he, literally, the day he left, he would not look at me, you guys. Like, I this is so embarrassing to say, but I dropped to my knees begging him to stay because I was so scared. I had only been a mom for 30 days. I was straight out of a C-section, so I couldn't even, like, move around. Yeah, it was so bad. Yeah, so he just left, like, and I remember I probably called him, like, 80 times before he hit Ohio, okay? Yeah, I think he was, like, blocking me, like, most of the times, so I just had no contact with him for most of the drive there, which really sucked, because I was, like, sitting in my room, like, literally, like, should I die now? But no, that's not the answer. That's not the answer. Don't do that. Yeah, so I stayed in my room for, like, 3 weeks. I lost a lot of weight. He sent me flowers on my birthday, which is kind of like an asshole thing to me, because he literally moved in with his ex on the same day that he sent me flowers. Say, yeah, that was rude. She's like, girl, hurry up. Here, Gigi, you want your bottle? She's gonna go to sleep after this. Say, I can grab my own bottle and go to sleep. Good job! My baby is so grown. I love you, Gigi. Oh my goodness, this is so cute. But have a good night. That was part 2. Okay, grab a drink while I tell you guys a story time of how I met the random man from Atlanta. So, I was 21. I moved to Georgia. I had my own apartment. Me and my cousins. I lived on the 3rd floor. He lived on the 1st floor, right? So, I worked from home at that time. I was mortgage banking. And I loved being outside, so I would always go downstairs and eat in my car because I didn't, like, have a balcony or anything. He would always come to my door and, like, just say stuff like, can we hang out? Or, like, you know, like, what's your name? I want to get to know you type stuff. And I was, like, so terrified of him, you guys. Like, and he had this little pit bull that he would, like, take everywhere he went, but, like, not on a leash. He would always be outside every single time I got home. So I would call my dad, like, Dad, stay on the phone with me. Like, this kid is creeping me out. And he wasn't a kid, by the way. He's, like, almost 30 years old. So anyways, I feel like I was so, like, afraid of him because this was, like, my first relationship. So he started, like, coming around and we would, like, hang out with our friends, like, and then obviously we were, like, in a college type, like, environment. So everybody was, like, mingling and everybody was always trying to, like, get us to be together. And I was like, no, like, I'm not giving him a chance. Like, I just totally, like, he's just not my type. Finally, I started, like, actually kind of liking him, and I was like, okay, like, I could see this, like, happening. He caught feelings. He finally asked me to be his girlfriend, and I said yes, whatever. We never really went on a date, like, where you, like, dress up and, like, go do all that. Like, he used to always, like, hang out. Like, he would take me to the hood. We would go, like, hang out with his friends. Because he sold stuff to the town. That's all that I could say. This sounds so bad. Anyways, sometimes, like, go get food together, like, whatever, go to, like, the bar or something, like, you know, normal people things. Finally, everything, like, just stopped. Like, there was literally, like, I remember 6 months in a row, I was pregnant too, where I was begging him to take me on a date, like, please, like, let's go for a walk. You don't have to spend money on me, like, I just want to spend time with you. Like, it was so bad. I had no friends because it was, like, to the point where I couldn't just go hang out with friends because he monitored and controlled every single thing that I did of every single part of the day. Like, I'm not kidding. If I was, like, ever to go hang out with a friend or something, it was like, oh, you're cheating on me. Like, but he could, like, spend all of his time in the club or, like, do whatever he wanted. There was red flags, don't get me wrong, but, like, when you're literally so in love, and on top of that, you're so young, you're so far away from all of your family, and you're pregnant, I was depressed, okay? There was times where I literally felt like he was the only person that I had, like, so I just listened to everything that he would say, and that was it. And, like, he's much older than me. He used to always try and, like, little girl me, even though, like, I was basically paying most of the bills all the time. Like, I was the one doing the dishes, the laundry, like, literally everything. And he would still try and, like, little girl me and tell everybody that I'm, like, so annoying to him. And that's why he would, like, run to the club and, like, spend all of his money at the club on the strippers. And, like, mind you, I've got really real when, like, I found out that I was pregnant. And I was like, dude, like, we need to start, like, saving money. Like, this is real. Like, we're gonna have a kid. Like, a mini us. And he just totally, like, didn't care. Like, there was signs that he was gonna leave me for sure, obviously, but I didn't want it to happen. Like, I was hanging on by a thread. Because anyways, towards the end of our relationship, he did go on a date. It wasn't with me, though. He told me, hey, I'm gonna go out, like, with my sisters tonight. Like, my blood sisters. I'll be back later. Like, I was like, okay, cool. Like, that's perfectly fine. Like, I'm not gonna stop you from going to hang out with your sisters. Come to find out, he went out with strippers who are not his blood sisters, by the way, because my cousin sent it to me and she was like, hey, like, is this him? And I was like, that is him. And this was the same cousin who ended up sending me that he went to a whole baby shower for his baby while I was pregnant. Just stupid. I was very, very, very stupid. Don't be like me. That's all that I can say. And take your birth control so you don't end up with a kid from a random man in Atlanta. Listen up, y'all. I am not having a good time right now, okay? My titty milk is leaking. I'm literally a hot mess. My kid doesn't match. I love this comment right here. Get a lawyer and put him on child support. First off, I am not going to get a lawyer because that is a lot of unnecessary money when I don't even get child support in the first place. Second off, I did try and put him on child support, and he basically told him he didn't live there. It never went through. He told me that I was disrespecting his girlfriend's house when they went to serve him papers. And then he also told me if it ever does go through, he'll just quit his job. And then on top of that, I think you guys are forgetting he doesn't have 1 kid, he doesn't have 2 kids, he doesn't have 3 kids, he doesn't have 4 kids, he doesn't have 5 kids. He has 6 kids! So, child support would literally be like granola bar each and some animal crackers, if we're lucky. Not the ones with the frosting, the ones without, okay? I do have merch coming this weekend, so that's really exciting. But yeah, so that's how my day's going. Have a good day. Bye. Remember to take your birth control. You're gonna be looking like me. The butt crack of dawn right now. Literally late as all can freaking be. I have this little bunny right here. His name's Mr. Tom. This pacifier, this computer bag, this purse, this diaper bag, pumping bag. Don't match. My kid doesn't match. We're just not having a fun time right now, to say the least. Happy Friday. Great news, you guys. You guys have been asking me and asking me and asking me and asking me. Me and Gianna finally have merch coming out tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Say yay! Anyways, so yeah, we have merch coming tomorrow. I've been working on this literally day and night. I will have the link in my bio tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time. It's going to be on my Instagram. It's going to be on my TikTok. I'm so excited for you guys to see it. Me and Gianna have literally worked our ass off on this. If you guys want to pay child support to G for the random man in Atlanta who left me with his baby, just go buy my merch. And I literally love you guys and I'm obsessed with you guys. And have a great night. You guys got that random man in Atlanta real mad at me today. Real mad at me. He just told me to jump off a cliff. Like, which one, sir? Which one? That's a little bit awkward. Anyways, go buy my merch. He's upset that I made merch that says from a random man in Atlanta. It's been 6 months now since he left me with his child and his t-shirt presses and nothing else. So I made merch out of it using his t-shirt presses and he told me to jump off the cliff. So happy Saturday. Do with that information what you will. Link